Hello there, tubers and fellow Love Train riders. I hope that you are all having a great day. This is my book club vlog for the week. This is the second book club that we've done, and I know last week I told you guys to read chapters 3 and 4, but sorry I made you do more than you probably had to, because today we are only going to talk about chapter 3, and we are reading Start Something That Matters by Blake Mycoskie. Yeah, and I've also found a free copy of the book, and I have the link down below if you would like to read with us. So check that out, read with me. I found chapter 3, Face Your Fears, to be something that kind of pertained to me this week, really. So I really kind of only want to focus on chapter 3 today, and we will do chapter 4 next time. In fact, I think I'm just going to take it one chapter at a time from now on. That way I can like focus on one topic, and I don't know, it just seems more concise that way. So from now on, we're doing one chapter per week. So sorry if you're like way ahead now. Sorry about that. Chapter 3 is entitled Face Your Fears, and it starts off with this wonderful Mark Twain quote. It says, 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones that you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. And that's Mark Twain. And I've seen that quote before, and I always thought it was really great. So I was really stoked that they put it in the book. He starts off by telling a story about his mother who, I guess she married really young, had a bunch of kids, and kind of did the housewife thing for a long time. And then she got really focused on her health and started exercising, and then went away to like this camp in California and learned even more about health. And she wanted to put more information out there about like how you can be healthy and stuff like that. So she wrote a book, you know, about all of that. And she wanted to, I guess she had to take out a loan to pay the print shop or whatever, in order to manufacture her book. And it was like, God, now I can't remember. Was it a $3,000 loan? I'm going to look back and make sure I know for sure. Let's see. I'm skimming. I'm not seeing it. Okay, it was a $30,000 loan. That's a lot. Wow. A $30,000 loan to manufacture her book. And this print shop, instead of taking the $30,000 and like producing book copies for her, they were really shady about it, and you know, doing things like when she tried to confront them and be like, when is my book going to be printed? You know, they did something like lock the doors to the factory and like turn off all the lights and like hide when she would like come to the door to confront them. So by the time it was all over, she got the police and the law involved and everything. And even in court, pretty much all she got back was her book. So she lost that $30,000 and didn't even get, you know, a copy of her book printed. So she was afraid, like she was thinking to herself, what do I do now? Where do I go from here? You know, and her husband, which this is not only like the test of like a great guy, but a great friend too. He was like, we're going to find another print shop, and we're going to take out another loan. Like, he was like, this book is getting printed, you know. So I just thought that that was really cool. And they did find another more reliable print shop for her book, and took out another $30,000 loan. So by this time, she has now put her family in $60,000 worth of debt just to try and print this book. And we don't even know if it's going to sell yet. you know. So that's just like a fear right there. And that was definitely something that I related to when the band wanted to move to Florida and do our thing here, you know, to become professionals, all three of us. At the time, like, I was loving living in Nashville. I had so many friends, you know, and moving here to Florida would mean, you know, giving up all of it, basically. And that was a huge fear of mine that I faced in order to, like, you know, make my company and my business go further. And I did end up facing that fear, and I ended up riding on a scooter all the way out here, you know. So it's just been crazy. And you can actually watch that scooter journey. I have it linked in a playlist on my my YouTube channel page, so you can watch that if you want to. But anyways, I just read her story, and I was like, I can relate to that feeling, just taking a big gamble and like putting it all out there like that for something that you care about and you want to see through, you know. And she did it, and she was successful. They sold over 1 million copies to the book, so she got all of her money back, you know, and everything turned out fine. So it's just a real testament to the notion of like not letting your fears run you and not letting your fears ruin you, you know. So I just thought that that was really neat. And then it goes on and on. It tells the story of a couple other companies, like the Waltons, who own Walmart, and I think it's pronounced Vive. It's like a type of alcohol. It's like infused with acai berry, so it's got vitamins along with it, so you're getting drunk and getting your vitamins too, you know. And it tells the story of their company and how they came to be, and just like a bunch of difficulties that everybody faced. And, you know, when it came time to take a gamble, you know, and put everything on the line, what are you going to do? Are you going to give in to your fear, or are you going to just overcome it and just go for it, you know? I want to read you a couple of paragraphs which I thought were very pertinent, and they just kind of hit me. I don't know if they hit you, but I'll read you a little bit of it. He says, "You will be faced with one of the most important tests you'll ever encounter. Setbacks and fear are inevitable. The thing that distinguishes the ultimate success from the ultimate failure is this: what do you do with them? This is the moment when too many people turn back, give up, or start thinking of excuses for or explanations of why they should call it quits. I completely understand this instinct. Fear is one of our most powerful emotions, and the more we focus on it, the more it grows and distorts our behavior. But there's a way through it. Instead of focusing on the fear itself, which you cannot control, focus on what you can control: your actions. How you react to negative feelings will be the key to your success. Becoming comfortable with fear and acting confidently in its face will not only give you more courage when facing it next time, but also greatly increase your chances of achieving success and happiness. Here's how another first-time entrepreneur dealt with it." And then it goes on to talk about somebody else's company. But anyways, I don't know why. I just thoroughly enjoyed those 3 paragraphs, so thought I would read them to you. Is there anything else I want to say about this chapter that I thought was interesting? I'm going to say no. I think that's really all I wanted to talk about. So, yes, please, for next time, read chapter 4 if you haven't done so already, and we will talk about that. Book club is every Wednesday, except for this week. I made a boo-boo, and now I'm making this video on Thursday, so sorry about that. But every Wednesday, we will be discussing a chapter from Start Something That Matters. It's a New York Times #1 bestseller, so get yourself a copy, read along with me. As I said, there is a link for a free copy of this book down here, and you can just read it off the interwebs. So, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please take a moment to subscribe and jump on the love train. And don't forget to eat your fruits and vegetables. See you next Wednesday.